Welcome to the Utah Mountain Range. My name is Gretchen Day, Mrs. Utah International 2021.
I grew up in Clearfield, Utah. I was a competitive child winning art, music, and spelling bees in grade school. In high school, I was a competitive speaker, attending nationals twice, and I was a Utah State Business Learning Scholar finalist. I met my husband of 26 years at Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah, another beautiful mountain range. I told him my name was Sky and that I was from Michigan the first time we met because I was a real jokester. He gave out many Snickers at a class he taught for those who had read the lesson. One week, my cousin told him, "She never reads the lessons, but takes one anyway," to which he threw me another candy bar. That was all it took. I graduated from college, moved into our first home, and had our first baby all in the same week. We would go on to have 8 children, and yes, they are all biologically ours, no twins. Lorraine is our ice skater and college grad. Brianna is our fashion designer and designed and sewed what she's modeling. Sterling just finished his associate's degree. Max is our music engineer. Karina is our actress. Cameron is our skier. Evelyn is our restaurant owner, and Aubrielle is our mermaid. For 26 years, I've done old style scrapbooking with handwritten memories. When I was a young mom, I used to tease, "Scrapbooking is the only thing I do that stays done, and the kids can't come behind me and mess it up." This is a lot of history. I taught step aerobics, spinning, kickboxing, and Pilates, but when I first came across yoga, I fell in love. I started the yoga program at my local Orem City Rec Center in the early 2000s. Over 20 years later, I just took my 2 adult daughters to my original teacher's yoga training. As a homeschooling mom, I have dedicated my life to originating and teaching curriculum I allow my children to help create. Over 9 years ago, I started realizing that many of the beliefs I had been taught and what I was teaching my children were unhealthy. Determined to stay a stalwart member of my community, I suffered in silence. As I watched my mental health and the mental health of some of my children decline over feeling like we were forced to say we believed in policies and truth claims we did not, I decided the healthiest thing I could do for myself and my children was to change my path. Having grown up thinking I had all of life's answers, I was suddenly propelled to decide what I wanted to continue to teach and believe and what I wanted to teach differently. I wanted to give my children tools to make healthy decisions where relationships were more important than beliefs. I worked with 2 PhDs and their research, both of whom endorsed my children's book of what is and isn't healthy in groups, whether it be social media, religion, or politics, called Protecting Children from Unethical Persuasion. What I learned in these common 10 persuasion methods is that they lead to us versus them thinking. This book has been sold globally and was just translated on YouTube into Hungarian and German. I use my proceeds to donate my books to families. It is a tool to make informed consent decisions, all found on GretchenDay.com. My second book, My Belief or Yours, teaches how damaging it can be when you think your beliefs are the only right way to think. It teaches critical thinking skills and healthy sharing of perspectives, which means being tolerant of everyone's right to believe what they choose. The other 5 books focus on universal values. All of my children have helped illustrate and or co-written these books. Out beyond us versus them thinking, there's a field of tolerance. As Mrs. Utah International, I'll meet you there.